You wake up. You are in a tribal tent in the heart of the forest, surrounded by leaves. Your father is a hunter, a trader with other tribes, and a shaman who reads omens by gazing at the stars at night. Your mother is a master tent maker. She cooks her own food. She is involved in agriculture and works the land. She sews clothes. She also engages in handicrafts such as beadwork. But most importantly, she is a woman who spreads healing to those around her with medicinal plants. You spent a wonderful time with your friends and family in the tribe for a certain period of time. You had a sweet yet harsh life in nature, but you were still happy. Then you grew up a little. It was time for you to earn your name. Yes, you are a Native American. Your name is not given, it is earned. Because you were always a very sincere person, they named you Goyatle, meaning the man who speaks from the heart. Time flew by like water. Sometimes you hunted, sometimes you went on expeditions, and sometimes you practiced shamanism. You had grown up. In fact, you had grown up so much that it was time for you to get married. You married a woman from your tribe. You had children. Everything was going well, until the white men came. At first, they approached you in a friendly manner. You sat together and ate. They gave you so-called valuable gifts. Perhaps they gave you a mirror. Perhaps it was the first time you saw yourself that way. You trusted them. You were always well-intentioned toward them. But they weren't that innocent. Behind their smiling faces, they always hid something. One day they gave you blankets to keep you warm. But the blankets they gave you were diseased. Their goal was to spread a deadly flower epidemic. They made so-called friendly agreements, but they didn't keep any of them. They put bounties on your head and encouraged others to kill you. One day they raided your tribe. In the raid, you lost your mother, wife, and children. Nothing remained. All that was left of you was anger. Nothing was the same after that day. You are now in the midst of a great war. You survived in the mountains with a small group. You were constantly fighting. You were known as a genius for your war tactics. Your enemies now feared you. You had a new name. This time, you earned your name thanks to your enemies. Your name was based on the cries of Mexican soldiers. They screamed your name out of fear. Your name had become a legend, Geronimo. With only 36 warriors, you resisted the whites. You held out against 5,000 American soldiers and 3,000 Mexican soldiers for a full 5 months. You fought, but in the end, you were captured and lost your life. But even today, you remain a symbol of resistance, honor, and the Native Americans. You are the answer to those who say, you are no longer here. You are not just a person, but an idea, a stance, a symbol of courage, resistance, and honor. If the stories of the Native Americans are still being told somewhere, you are the greatest hero of that story.